Well, this evening I'm at the exact spot that I took my first ever landscape photograph, and a few weeks afterwards where I took my first ever image that I was really happy with. I'm really hoping tonight to reconnect with the place and the subjects that got me into photography in the first place, and hopefully get one or two good images to show for it. But just being here is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what the next few hours have got in store. These pools of water are just sublime. So much interest here tonight in terms of subject matters. These are going to be incredible for reflections. Just got to hope that sun stays out long enough so that we get that gorgeous golden light as we get near our golden hour. It's not looking hopeful. I'm going to see if I can get some images just now while we do have that gorgeous sunlight. But it's just so good to be here. So many incredible inlets and channels of water tonight. The opportunities are endless. Oh, what an evening. You can't beat summer evenings out like this. They're just lovely. Tonight couldn't be any more beautiful. You know, when I come out on nights like tonight here, it just reminds me how privileged I was to be brought up in this very village. The shapes in the sand tonight are just exquisite. I don't think I've ever quite seen this beautiful symmetry and lines that we've got going on here tonight. They're like a mosaic. I'm just taking some images of them just now, which may look good as they are, but they may also look good in black and white shots. Just to showcase that patterns. I mean, look at it. There's so much to shoot here tonight. I'm still keeping everything crossed, that we're going to get some gorgeous light to go along with this, because those pools of water coupled with this gorgeous sand, the opportunities here for photographs are just endless. I feel so at peace right now. And nights like tonight, I think, I never feel stressed about getting images. I just go with the flow, embrace the fact that I'm out enjoying this, and if I get images, it's just a bonus. Wow, look at this. The tide's actually coming in right now, so this pool of water is going to be getting bigger and bigger in the next, well, as we get closer to high tide. It's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. I'm not really the biggest of fans of taking shots of clouds with the blue sky on reflections, but I might try and utilise this because it's quite epic. See if I can get a good composition to showcase this cloud, because that cloud is pretty spectacular. And if it stays around for another hour, it could make for some great images when the sun sets a little bit more. But as we all learn, sometimes the sun doesn't do what we want it to do, so you've got to make the most of the conditions while you've got them, because they could be gone any minute. tide is rushing in super quickly. It's only been 5 minutes since I last spoke to you, and this like pool of water is now quite deep, twice as deep as it was like 2 minutes ago. And that whole area there where there was a really nice outcrop is completely gone, and because the water is surging in, it's not flat calm, there's a lot of ripples within it. Obviously I'm walking in it as well, but there's all these ripples coming in, so that beautiful reflection that was there a minute ago is completely gone, literally in the space of like 3 or 4 minutes, completely gone. And we're just left with this huge surge of water coming in now that yeah, isn't giving us that crystal clear reflections, but also has got rid of a lot of the inlets that we had. So just shows you when you're at the coast how quickly things change, and you've got to get those images when you see them, because they're there 1 minute and gone the next. Literally when I started filming that piece to camera that I've just done, literally like that was like 1 minute, sorry, worth of speaking, my tripod was out on the sand, and look at it now. It's in this big body of water. I'm actually really surprised by how quickly this tide is coming in. It really shows you how people can get caught out at the coastline. There's these tiny little bits of, the worm, I don't know what you call them, the bits where the worms come up, like these little bobbles of sand that the worms churn up. And they were really visible, like literally 30 seconds ago. And I was taking images with them and this gorgeous reflection, and now they're completely gone. And as I'm standing here, I'm feeling the water rising up my legs. Don't worry, this beach is very safe. I'm literally really close to the edge. I'm not out on some sand spit or something, and I'm not going to get trapped. But it's just interesting to see how quickly it's coming up. It's quite scary, but it's making for good photography. Check out this gorgeous creature. He might make for quite a good foreground in a minute. Literally, I imagine in like 3-4 minutes, the water line is going to be near him. So I can get a shot of him in the foreground with everything else that's going on here. Oh, there's actually quite a lot of them. I didn't realise that. There's little small ones there as well. But yeah, this one's definitely the biggest, and there's some nice seaweed around it as well. So let's see if I can put this in a photograph. Might not work, but we can only try. So I'm now walking back to some of the original pools of water where we started, but because the sun's now lower on the horizon, these shapes in the sand have just come to life even more. And I'm noticing just every little shape and detail within them is just really coming out. So I'm trying to frame up some shots just to really showcase the patterns here, because they're just beautiful. And again, they might work as they are, but I actually think they'll be much better in black and white. It's just Yeah, they're just lovely. There's these little circles within them. I don't know why, but I'm getting a feeling of Egypt right now. It's reminding me a little bit of the transcriptions. That's not the right word. I can't remember what they're called. The hieroglyphics in the pyramids. I know they're nothing like that, but the colour of the sand right now and the shapes within it, there's just something here that's just reminding me for some reason of the hieroglyphics in Egypt. And yeah, it's like a language of circles and lines written on the sand. Don't know what it means or what it's saying, but all I do know is that they're very, very beautiful. Well, the sun is just about to go behind that cloud. Oh, there is a bit of a break, don't know if I can point this on here, down here, that potentially if it moves further to the right, we might get a last minute of explosion of colour and light when the sun does get to complete setting. But if that blanket of clouds remains there, we're not going to get a sunset. But there's still time to find out. And it's beautiful to see right now, isn't it? Look at that, it's stunning. Well, the sun's now gone behind the clouds, as you can see. The sea's still surging in. But we've got quite a dramatic cloud there above the pier. And there's some really nice orange light coming through the bottom of it that's creating quite a dramatic image. I'm kind of hoping as the cloud continues to move that we'll get some really dramatic light streaming through the bottom of it, even more so than we've got just now, to make for quite an atmospheric image. So I'm going to stick around and see what happens there. But there's actually an incredible cloud to the left of me here that I'll show you on camera now that's creeping its way towards the horizon that could make for some incredibly interesting images in the next wee while. It's just such a dramatic cloud. It's so, so beautiful. So we're going to see what materialises in the next half an hour, because it's only half an hour now until the sun completely sets. If that, actually, it might only be 20 minutes. But yeah, just look at that. Let's see what happens. This is looking absolutely incredible right now, but actually trying to compose an image is proving to be quite difficult. You may wonder why I'm not using a tripod right now. It's because I've only got one with me and I'm filming with it, but also because the Nikon Z7 II, the image stabilisation on this is absolutely incredible. So just now I'm hand holding it to ISO 500 and it's giving me a fast enough shutter speed to be able to do that. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm not using a tripod right now. But as it's getting darker, I may have to in a minute. But yeah, this cloud is just insane, but actually trying to get it composed in an image with a beautiful reflection and some lovely, in a way that's really captivating, is proving to be quite difficult. I can get kind of generic reflection shots, but actually trying to get a really interesting composition isn't proving to be the easiest of tasks. But I'm just playing around right now and seeing what I can create. And yeah, one or two of these images might be all right actually. But yeah, as always, it's just nice to be out in a moment like this and really appreciate it. It's just stunning. How epic is that cloud? It's incredible. Well, here we are, back where we first began this evening. What a night it's been. It's been so nice. There's been so many photographic opportunities. The sunset didn't materialise as I'd hoped it would, but the clouds are just insane. You'll probably see by the colour of this video, they're still lit up in front of me right now. But I just wanted to step back for a minute and just enjoy it. Just look at those clouds. Mindfully enjoy them. They're so beautiful. And also because the light is fading very, very quickly, so I wanted to do a quick goodbye message before I sign off for this evening. But yeah, tonight's just reminded me of the beauty of getting back to the location that inspires us to begin our photography journey, to really embrace it, to enjoy it. Also the fact that photo opportunities can be there 1 minute and gone the next. So you've got to take them while you see them, because if you wait an hour or so, they may be gone. Or in the case today, even waiting 5 minutes and they're gone. But yeah, what a night it's been. It's been so beautiful. What a location. What a location. When I come out to this place on nights like tonight, I just think, how could I not have started photography? Living somewhere as beautiful as this and experiencing scenes like this regularly. It's just amazing. What a night. Thoroughly enjoyed coming out to enjoy it. And it's reunited me with the joy of doing seascape and landscape photography in the summer. Because if you can get out late at night and enjoy the sunsets, you can get some incredible conditions. And tonight I think has definitely proved that. As always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Well, after the sun set, I decided to take some additional images of the beautiful pink and purple hues that were reflecting on some of the pools. What an incredible evening! I can't remember the last time that I took this many photographs in one session. And if you'd like to come and see this beautiful location for yourself, I've got 2 spaces remaining on my October long weekend residential workshop on the Murray Coast. You can find a link to this in the description box below.